Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. Me and Lux, the last video, were both on the floor, and Leicester beat West Brom and Leeds United beat Middlesbrough, and now we're both shining, and I wonder if Ipswich and Saints fans are quaking in their boots. We're going to get into it. Although, to be fair, Lux did come with a bit of violence towards me and Leeds United before we started, so we're going to let him have his moment as well, calling us lucky, calling us this, calling us that. I thought we would come together, the Mud Brothers could come together and rejoice, but he wanted to come with violence. But we won, mate. Honestly, mate, I've just finished another driving lesson, doing manoeuvres. I'm going to go for another run later. Life is good right now. How is it in your household?
It's all right. It's all right. It's not over yet, mate. I'm not doing what you're doing and getting
giddy. I always get giddy. I get giddy. I can't
Yeah. I mean, the maddest part, bro. I tuned into your channel.
Is this coming from the guy that said they would get the points record at the start of the season on about giddy?
In July, bro. Come on. And you said it in January, mate. So you can piss me off. Listen. The Mud Brothers are now the Good Brothers, and yes. For now. Yeah. I mean, Joe Blackburn, what are you on about, man? When did Leicester? Oh, come on. Look, Joe, let me press
Joe. Let him hang himself. Let him hang himself, and then I will come. I will come.
Listen. You weren't lucky. I'm joking about that. I was joking about that, but it was an offside goal. It's as simple as that. And if you 100%. Hadn't have scored it, you'd never know. I know it's easy to say that in football. You never know what would have happened. But over the course of the 90 minutes, you deserve to win. Attacking wise, you went from not scoring many goals to scoring 4. Got to give the players a thumbs up for that. So yeah, mate, credit where credit's due. But it was an offside goal. A bit like the offside, they gave the Daka offside goal at Ellen Road, which was, but they decided to give you a goal that was actually offside. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. You make your own luck, and it was Nonto, wasn't it? He had to put it. Who was offside? He had to put it in the back of the net. You had to score it. You had to score it, and then it was down to the officials, and they gave it. So it is what it is, mate. It's what happens when you don't have VAR. Sometimes it's a good thing. Like for you, and sometimes it's a bad thing, like it is for Leicester. So yeah,
this is Salt Bay, by the way. This is Salt Bay, right? Just a bit of salt on.
You didn't cheat, by the way. I don't know why. I didn't accuse. Joe. I didn't accuse Leeds of cheating because it's not your fault. The officials gave it, is it? It's the officials. No. So listen, you cheating.
I don't know if you.
The Bamford one was though.
The Bamford one was what?
No, earlier in the season with his hand. Earlier in the year.
Will, yeah.
Earlier in the year.
Listen, at the end of the day. Right, at the end of the day, yes, it was offside. Do I care one bit? No, I do not. And the reason, I'll tell you why. If we'd have had some continuity with referee decisions, I could chat to you. But we had, basically, a penalty shout turned down against Sunderland, which we drew 0-0 in. Luke O'Nien handballs it. He basically playing basketball. So... it is what it is. It swings and roundabouts. You've had decisions go for you. I mean, Jamie Vardy had a penalty that wasn't the other day against West Brom that he failed to dispatch.
Not a penalty. Come on.
I don't know. It's debatable. I did think it was, but I'm just using it for the case of this argument. But there have been decisions. But I don't know if you've seen the revised footage. But if you look, Luke Ayling's actually playing Willie Nonto-on. I don't know if you've seen that. Just at the top of your picture there, Luke Ayling's playing Willie Nonto-on. But nah, listen, this is football. It happens, doesn't it? We're good, man. We're good. Listen, I was just happy, like you've said, Locks, to score 4 goals. It just shows for me if we don't need to break down a low block, I back us. And that's my thing. What does that even mean, bro? I don't know. But I tell you what I will say, Martin, because you're the one who said I lied about Calvin and all this shit. Were you one of the Bamford doubters? Were you one of the Farker doubters, and now you come in with your angry face like, well, stop gaslighting us? I don't even know what that means, bro. I don't know I'm gaslighting, bro. But
Is that the Martin Waghorn or the one who played for Leicester and Derby and Rangers?
Maybe.
I mean, it would make sense. He was shit, so yeah.
Smash a like and subscribe, people. Andrew says, come on, Leeds, can't wait for tonight's match. We'll get into that as well. LUFC Loft says, just ordered my defib machine for the last 2 games. But yeah, listen, last night, I think for me, just to score goals was the most important thing. Getting away from Riverside with 3 points, again, the most important thing, and we did both. You know, if we win on Friday, and again, it's if we win, Ipswich then have to play 3 games in 7 days and need to hope that they win them all, basically. Otherwise, it could be curtains for them. So, yeah.
Can I just say something off topic a sec, mate, quickly before we move on? I don't know. I know Joe Blackburn wasn't in the chat, so if he is, hopefully he is still here to hear this. But I actually watched Joe Blackburn's content after seeing him on your channel. I've been watching his Football Manager videos and his quiz videos because I wanted to see how bad Joe did in it. So very good content. Check him out. If I'm sure everyone has already, but yeah. It's good content.
See, there you go. That's Locke saying, stop coming for me, Joe. I watch your channel, mate. Like,
exactly, man.
I know.
Exactly, bro.
I know. Basically, Locks is an adopted Leeds fan when Leicester aren't playing, basically.
I just like to take in all the content so that I've got receipts, you know what I mean?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, bro. Connor. But no, to be fair...
Well, you must get a lot of receipts there. You must get a lot of receipts there.
Oh, yeah, Joe's good, but Connor and LUFC Lewis, mate, I'm fucking coming for you.
He's going, man. Yeah. I love that. Nah, it's all love, though, of course, within the fan base, and Locks is a good guy. Yeah, Locks, your Leeds, and you know you are, says Jonathan Brooks. Tell them. Listen, there's 434 people here. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit the notification bell. Make sure you check out Locks at Tifosi Nation TV, and make sure you check out Leicester City Fan TV. Joe's come back and said, oh, nice, cheers, man. I was just messing. See, now Joe's like, please don't go. Please watch my content. Until we don't go up, because that's when we start wanting the points deduction. Yeah. I mean, either way, Locks is getting a points deduction next season. Are you? Either league, I think.
Potentially, probably, yeah. But, you know, I'd rather it in the Prem, obviously. But yeah, probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah, Deck Buckley says, I'll watch any old shit with Locks on it. There you go, as long as Locks.
There's a few on the P Hub, mate, as well, if you want to check that out.
The P Hub? What's the P Hub? Oh, yeah.
I'm joking.
Right, clicked. Right. What do I put
I didn't want to say the full name. I didn't want to say the full name.
What do I put in the search engine to find you?
Fat Fox gets railed by blue whites, by the whites.
Fat Fox gets railed by the blue waffle.
It's just a clip of us, mate. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, right, mate. Tonight, what a game! Southampton versus Leicester at the King Power. Obviously, you came. Actually, before we do that, let's talk about West Brom, because West Brom. I watched the game. How they did not score more than the one that they did is insane. Obviously, I thought when you were missing chances, Vardy did miss one. He missed the penalty. I was thinking they're going to get something from this game. Obviously, it didn't turn out to be the case. But how worried were you, mate? Because they were, in that first 20, 25 minutes, I thought they were great. And that Johnston, what a player he is, by the way.
Bro, you saw my messages. I was messaging you. I was furious. Like, I've never been so angry. Even when we were winning 1-0, I was like, I've never been so angry at 1-0 up ever. It was crazy. Look, we rode a luck because, to be fair, mate, you know, as much as I've slagged Leicester and Enzo off over the last few weeks, that was us. What West Brom were, that was us, right? Missing chances. I mean, I know you've been doing the watch-alongs for Leicester. You know that Leicester have been getting chances recently, but not putting them away. I mean, just think back to the Bristol City game again, which I know you did, where Vardy should have scored a hat-trick and he missed every single one. So that was, you know, it's hitting, you know, it's kind of swings and roundabouts, mate. It happened to us. It happened to West Brom. I think, you know, I know what people will say. West Brom probably deserved to get something from the game, maybe even a win. But I just think, you know, in football, it's all about how clinical you are. It doesn't matter if you get 30 chances in a game. If you don't put them away, in my eyes, you don't deserve to win, which is why I've been saying we didn't deserve to win any of the games before that, Plymouth, Millwall, any of that, because we didn't score. So we deserved to beat West Brom just because we scored and we scored more than them. So it was nervy at the end. Hamza Chowdhury coming up big performance.
What a player.
By the way,
mocking him, mate. He was exceptional, you know.
Yes, but a lot of the clearances that he made and whatever, they did actually come. If you rewind back, they came from him actually giving away possession. So I'm not sure. But to me, you know, you can't look at, I suppose, with the goal line clearances and stuff like that, then fair play to him. But and to be fair, that was a worry because obviously Ricardo Pereira was rested. That's why Hamza played. We were never going to have most of the ball because Ricardo Pereira went in there. He's vital in us keeping the ball and being able to get it up the pitch. So, but he came in, Hamza did, and he did a good job. He got man of the match. So,
what about your man Connor Cody came on? You know,
I told you, bro. I told you. This is what we need. This is what we need. It's not in my eyes. It's not a coincidence that the first game in ages where we have a proper, like, I don't know, it just seemed we had some resilience about us, especially in the later stages of the game. A bit more character on the pitch. I don't think it's coincidence that's when Cody's on. I think he's important, and I know that not just me, loads of Leicester fans have been calling for him, and I think he should start. The problem with it, mate, is I've said this to you before about how Enzo won't play Cody in the centre, you know, in the middle of the back three. He prefers Fass on the right, but he moved Fass to the left centre back, you know, when we dropped JJ or Doyle, whoever. So I think it is tough for Enzo trying to get him in there. But for me, mate, you have to. I don't know if you saw the interview after the game, and although some people will say, I mean, I find it a bit cringe how he is with his Scouse accent going on, waffling and all that. But you know, it is probably good for the players. And we heard before the game actually that the players had a meeting on their own, without the coaches, without the managers. They kind of got their heads together. The players did, and Cody apparently was like the main guy, you know, who organised it and whatever. And apparently, some tough words were had, mate. You know, between the players, like you know, a lot of some arguments or whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need it, and I think Cody. Think they asked Cody after the game, is that what you need? You know, do those types of things work? And he said, not always, but you know, it worked for us. It was constructive, and so we'll see, mate. But I know we're going to get on to Southampton tonight. But I will say this: if it's Adam Armstrong, Shea Adams getting those chances that West Brom had, it's game over by half time. So we need to be careful.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, and you did look more assured, I guess, as the game wore on with the back three of Cody, Fass and Vestergaard. I thought it was shaky at the start, but definitely looked better towards the end. I just want to pick up on this. So, as you'll have seen last night, I was donated £500. It turns out it was an error, you know. It was an error.
He did only mean to do a fiver.
Yes. Wow. So he emailed me and emailed PayPal. So what had happened is it wouldn't go through on his card. Well, obviously it wouldn't go through on his card because it was 500 nicker. So then he switched over to his PayPal and it went through, obviously. So yeah, I don't know what he's going to get it back. He's going to get it back. Big up, by the way, to I think it's Dale. Yeah, let me just double check. I don't want to get his name wrong because 1 second. Yeah, Dave, sorry. Big up to Dave who messaged me. So, yeah, it was wrong. So, he's getting it back, folks. Don't worry. Because I was like saying, I don't know how we're going to do it because YouTube take a cut and I don't see that money until a month afterwards. And if you need that now, I'm panicking because cost of living crisis, if you've got a family and 500's just exited your account, you're like, what am I going to do? But thankfully, PayPal are going to refund him. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't cry, innit, with the generosity. If he did,
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm now taking it off you.
you got your 100 subs, mate. So it's all good.
Yes, I did, mate. I did. But yeah, big up, 100% to Dave Illingworth and anyone who contributes. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was a bit of a mad sequence of events. Right, mate. Let's look ahead then. Obviously, you play Saints tonight. Let's talk about that one because it's a massive game, bro. It is such a big game. Obviously, if you win, for me, that confirms automatics.
I will agree. Agree. And the reason for that, mate, is because... Sorry, I seem to be lagging a little bit. Apologies.
No,
but
you're good.
The thing is, I said to you a couple of weeks ago when we did the prediction, I thought we would drop points against West Brom and Southampton, but win the last 2 games, Blackburn and Preston. Or Preston and Blackburn. So, for me, if we win tonight, I would say that is promotion done. Not mathematically. I think we'll still need to get a win, but I think we will get the win. So, we'll get a win out of Preston or Blackburn. There's no doubt about that. I don't have any doubts about that. We won't lose both of them games. But if we beat Southampton tonight, mate, I would say it's all but done. To be honest with you, and then it is down to that would be Southampton done as well. So that's helping you out.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot.
But I actually want you to lose, though, bro. So
I know
it remains a 3-horse race for that because I still wouldn't, even if Southampton win, I still wouldn't back them for top 2. I just don't see it happening. But
I get that, yeah. But then if Southampton win, then it is down to you again because obviously you play Southampton. You know what I mean? If Southampton win tonight, and then you know that if you go and beat Southampton on the last day,
if we beat QPR, and even if Southampton win their next game, they still won't have enough, bro, because it's like the goal difference is far superior. You know, we've conceded next to nothing. I think we've conceded the least in the league. I think you're on 39, we're 37. So they just couldn't catch us. So I'm not concerned about them. So them winning because draws you in, and it's like a 3-horse race though. But to be honest, mate, I do think you're gonna win. I think it'll be a good game of football and it'll be nervy at times, but I can see you coming through it like 2-1 or... Because the thing is with Southampton, even when they get in front, they concede. They can't seem to control games for the full 90 minutes, I don't think.
I'm not sure we're going to win tonight, mate. I think we're going to struggle. I think we'll concede a couple, mate. Yeah, it's tough, mate. I mean, look, our last 3 home games we've won. That's what we can take kind of encouragement from. We beat Norwich, we beat Birmingham, we beat West Brom, and to be fair, mate, those 3 teams, they ain't the easiest of teams to beat. So, and we did do it. But again, mate, there's just, it just keeps taking my head. Keeps, the pessimist in me takes me to the West Brom game and just thinks, again, what I just said. If Southampton are that team with those chances, they punish us, and we're just so inconsistent at the minute, until we win. Well, I know there's only 3 games left anyway, and unless we beat all 3, I would still say we're inconsistent. I mean, we beat Norwich and Birmingham, but then we went and dropped points to Plymouth and Millwall. So, yeah, mate, I don't know what to say. I would put money on Southampton winning tonight, personally. Oh my God! Yes. That is it. As if he's done that. No, that's good. That is good.
So what are you saying, sorry, about Southampton again?
I just think they'll beat us, mate. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up front. But if we win, oh mate, I am in your chat straight away. I am coming for you, brother. Because I think it's gonna be I don't know, mate. I can't call Ipswich and Leeds. If Leicester do get promoted, I can't call that. It's gonna be peak for you, I think, mate, because
what if we don't go up, or
if we beat Southampton tonight?
Nah, I'm still cool with that, man.
I don't know. Honestly, I think you need to rely on us messing up.
Do you reckon?
Personally, I think Southampton beat you last day.
Do you reckon?
If they're out of it,
you mean
if they're out of it? But then pressure free. Imagine.
Yeah, but Ipswich have to win the next 2, bro, against Coventry and Hull.
Imagine they do, and it goes to that last day.
Then
the pressure
then
is on you. Big
100%.
Time.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I'm saying a 2-1 Southampton win, mate. But look, there's encouragement to take from the West Brom game, but I just can't really. I don't think there was too many positives, if I'm honest. I thought the players looked up for it a bit more. I thought that we looked, like I said, resilient at the end. But I just think if we're giving up those chances again against Southampton tonight, we're gonna struggle, mate. They will take them. They'll be up for it. We did them 4-1 earlier in the year, mate. They're gonna want a bit of revenge from that. And like I said, there is probably, if let's say Southampton have, I'm not saying that they've given up on top two, but they had. I think at one point they had definitely accepted playoffs, and I think now that they will want a massive say in the top two, even if it's not going to be them going up. They'd love to beat Leicester. They'd love to beat Southampton.
They'd love to beat Leeds, man. They'd love to.
That's
beat
what.
Leeds.
Yeah. The
manager, mate, is that smug Frank Lampard vibe he's got going.
Oh, imagine him tonight. Imagine he beats us tonight. He's going to come out with his little shitty haircut, Brussels Martin, mate, big nose, and he's going to start Oh, I can't stand him.
Tell me about it. We've got some comments coming in. Keep them coming in. I have put a poll in the chat, folks, just to ask how you see tonight going. Fox has 17%. I think this is a lot of hope. Maybe 38% say Saints, but 44% go for the draw. What would you do with a draw, mate? How does that make you feel? Because arguably that could be a better result for Leeds, but I do want you to get beat because I want a 3-horse race. But do you think? What does a draw do?
I'm just looking here at the table. A draw, 92 points, level. That would only put you
what? Would that put you 1-2 points ahead of Leeds, having played the same games if you drew? Yeah. It's not much, is it, bro? A point.
No, but I'd take it. I'd take a draw tonight. I would. I'd take a draw tonight.
Is it a must not lose? Just must not lose.
Must not lose. Yeah. It's not as it's not as shit or bust as the West Brom game, because that was like, if we lost against West Brom, for me it's because I think you lose 3 games in a row to Plymouth, Millwall, and West Brom, and then you've got to play Southampton.
Even if you drew, bro, we'd have been ahead of you in the table.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So a draw's a good result for me tonight, mate, I think. And because, like I said, I think we'll win the last 2. I know. I saw somebody saying Locks is too confident, saying we'll win the last 2. I was like, I've just said we're going to get beat tonight. So I'm not confident. I'm not as confident as you think I am. If we win tonight, you best believe I'll be confident, because then it's only 1 win out of 2 to go up against Preston or Blackburn. If we win tonight.
Mate, did you see the way Preston rolled over for Southampton? You should beat them with ease, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're 10th. They ain't getting playoffs. Yeah. They ain't getting playoffs. Are you worried about
Blackburn, though? Because Blackburn... Because this is a thing. We're all saying Ipswich versus Huddersfield is a foregone conclusion, which on paper, it's a gimme. But if they have a chance to stay up, same with Blackburn, you just never know, because Blackburn did us when they were close to relegation. They then get beat by Wednesday. They've got Coventry next. Let's say that it goes to the final day. Are you not worried about facing a Blackburn side?
I am. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried. Obviously, in an ideal world, we win tonight and we beat Preston and then we're up. And then we have to beat Blackburn for the title, which, would be very nice. But, it's who cares really in the grand scheme of things. So, what are you going to get? An extra few million or something? An extra couple million for winning the league instead of,
It's like... I've said we'll win the title on a number of occasions, and I was thinking, as long as we go up with second, anyone who wants to come for me on X or here saying you said we'd win the title, I genuinely would not have a chink in my armour. I'd be like, I don't give a shit. Like, what is it in the grand scheme?
You'd still be, first and second are still going to be in the same league next season together.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I think, to be fair, we have looked better, I think, against the better teams this season. I know results-wise that's not the case, because we drew twice against Ipswich, we lost twice against Leeds. But I think performance-wise, mate, it's a little bit of a different story. I mean, we should have beat you at Ellen Road in February. We all know that. We should have. We were in control of the game until the last 10, 15 minutes. If Daka's onside goal hadn't been given as offside, I would probably say that would would have been game over. To go behind that far in that early.
Oh, it really rocked you, that fixture, I think, getting beat by Leeds. It took
obviously
a few weeks to get over that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think that the players probably thought the players probably came off the pitch that night and thought, how the fuck have we lost that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, how the fuck have we lost that? So that was definitely a big confidence hit. But we have looked all right against the better team. I mean, Southampton, we beat 4-1 last time we played them, and I think that although people will say, well, they were on a bad run of form at that point, they actually then went on and went unbeaten 23 games in a row after that result. So, or two results after that. So, if Southampton come and play tomorrow, although we will be at risk of conceding with how the defense has been recently, we also could punish them ourselves, and it could be, and I think it will be end to end tonight, mate. I think it will be a really good game to watch for the neutral. I do think they'll win, but it could be anything tonight. It could be 3-0 Leicester, it could be 3-0 Southampton, or it could be 4-4. You just don't know. But yeah, I am going to go with the Southampton win.
Wow, Southampton win. It'll set the cat amongst the pigeons for sure. But I mean,
it will.
Yeah, I'll love that, mate. Because for me, if Southampton did get a win, Leeds United with a win at QPR sit 2 points ahead of you going into the final game. Do you see what I mean? I know you'll play Preston on the Tuesday. No, you play Monday night, don't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd be sat top of the table with one game left to go. So if you do lose, it's massive for Leeds.
It's nice though that the EFL gave you an 8-day break between your second to last game and the last game, whereas we've got 4 days. That's lovely of them. So
when do we play this week?
What?
When do we play this week?
What do you mean?
What day do we play this week?
Friday, innit?
Okay, and what day did we just play? Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
How many days is that?
I'm on about the last day, mate. Come on,
I'm asking you, how many days is that? I'm asking you.
Yeah, what, 3 days?
Okay, so 3 days. Okay.
But we had 2 days last week. We had 2 days last week.
You play tonight and then you play Monday. So that's a nice layoff, isn't it?
We had 2 days last week, bro. We had a 2-day gap between Millwall.
Come on, man. Come on. You're splitting hairs here, Locks, man. You're just being
No, I'm not.
Mr. Salt Bay.
The last game of the season, you've got an 8-day break and we've got a 4-day break.
Good, man. We need an 8-day break being Sky Sports Leeds. We're on every fucking day of the week. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Gary Vickers says, not 500, but there's a $5 for giving Davies money back. Yeah, listen, mate. Like, I couldn't have done that because he actually messaged and emailed and said, Joe, when I realised what I'd done, you should have seen the blood leave my body. Which, I'd have been the same because I'm like, yo, we're not getting no food shop this week. Do you know what I mean? I'm sat there like, cheers. These kids are starving. I could never do that shit. Darren Smith says, hi, guys. I'm hoping for a draw tonight. I think that would be a decent result. A lot of people calling Locks salty.
Bro, Evie, what are you going on about, man? Like, honestly, we had a 2-day break last week. Like, stop acting like it's just you. I'm not saying it's just us, but I'm saying for the last day, for the last game, we've got a 4-day break.
Mate,
you've got 8 days.
Let's say a prayer for Ipswich. You have to play 3 games in 7 days. That is massive, That is massive.
Coventry and Hull as well.
Oh,
crazy. I think they'll come out of it all right.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, if Leeds United win, you win tonight and then you win again on... Oh, no, because they play Saturday, don't they? They play Saturday night. I think it's been saved for 8 p.m. as well. They're not being nice to them. Saved for 8 p.m. against Hull City. If they drop points in that game, mate, the pressure then on the other two is massive because they then have to go again. I think after playing Saturday night, they play Tuesday against Coventry. Yo, I can't lie, I would hate to be Ipswich because had we not put points on their board, this is what my point was, had we not put points on the board, it's an easy target for them to get. But the fact if we both put maximum on, it must be so difficult for them. So I feel for them a bit. If any of us need to be complaining about fixtures, it's them really, because it's not their fault that Coventry got through to a semi-final of the FA Cup. You know what I mean? And they're thinking, yeah, we've had 2 weeks off. But it might have been, for all we know, bro, it might be too long. It might have been too long for them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It could have an adverse effect. But yeah, Leeds United could be, I don't know what the points would be if we do beat QPR, and it is a big if, people. I'm not counting my chickens. I am still nervous about that because they'll probably need a win. Or a point. They could even play for a point. But if Leeds United win, that's 4 points. 4 points. So it's still in their hands. But you know,
what is the difference? So if you win your next two, no, you've only got 2 games left, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you got 2 games left?
2, yeah. Yeah.
So if you win your next one, then Ipswich go and win 2. Who's where?
I'll show you now. So basically, the gap's 4 points. If they won their next, let's say we win, yeah. So we win on Friday. That puts us on 93, yeah.
Yeah.
So that would mean they'd have 4 points. So if they won their next 2, they'd be 2 points above us, and then it'd go to the final day. They'd have to win or get a point. No, a point won't be enough, actually, because we've got a better goal difference. So they'd need to win on that final day against Huddersfield. So if we win against QPR, basically Ipswich need 3 wins on the spin. And we have to beat Southampton, of course. But yeah, they need 3 wins on the spin, which is a difficult task, mate. 2 away from home and 1 at home against Huddersfield. I do see them winning that game, by the way. But yeah, I think, 3 wins for Leeds sees us get promoted. That's my thing. And we've got 2 games left, so... Yeah.
Oh,
3 wins.
Know, man.
2 wins, sorry. 2 wins, man. It's easy.
Aren't you just buzzing for the season to end?
Yeah,
for the season to end.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah,
bro. I'm so tired.
Mentally.
Drained. That's why last night I was so angry when they scored the first, because I thought, this is it. We're done. And then
you've got another 2 games in the semi-final.
Knowing that you're done, having to deal with all that. Because when you create content as well, football affects your moods anyway. But when you're doing it to create content around it, it's like a grind having to come online, thinking, oh, I've got to try and, come on, we can do it still. So yeah, it's tough talking about it over and over if you haven't won. Sometimes it helps, maybe the final word, but if you have to continuously then have to bat away negativity and stuff, which I tried to do, yeah, it's tough. How do you see it going then, Locks? These next round of games, let's see. Forget tonight. Obviously, Leeds are away at QPR. Ipswich are away at Hull. And then you're away at Preston. How do you see that next lot of games going? 3 away games. 3 on paper, tough away games. QPR still in a relegation. Hull have had a great season. Preston, I think you've got the easiest game, if I'm being totally honest, because Preston look to have dropped. They've lost 3 on the spin. They lost to QPR 1-0. They got beat by Southampton 3-0 and lost to Norwich 1-0. They're just on the beach for me.
And who do they play? Who do they play this weekend? This week. They've not got a midweek game, have they?
It's just you on Monday night, mate. So
yeah. If they are on the, because I think it's still mathematically possible. Is that even the case? Can they? No, they can't. So
they can only get to 69, and 6 is on 72. So
look. If we don't go and beat them, it's an embarrassment, to be honest with you. They got nothing to play for. It's completely different to the Plymouth game. It's completely different to the Millwall game. They're fighting for something. Yeah. It's completely different to what the Blackburn game will probably be at the last game of the season. So, we have to beat them. If we don't beat them, I'll be like, we don't even fucking deserve this anyway. We don't deserve to go up. So, like I said earlier, mate, and what I said to you last week, I think we'll beat Preston. I think we'll beat Blackburn. Blackburn's obviously the tougher of the 2, but I fancy us to beat them, mate. And in terms of Leeds, I think Leeds, I think you'll win your game. I think you might struggle against Southampton last day, to be honest with you. Hopefully you might not need it. You know what I mean? You might get away with a draw depending on what Ipswich do, but I think you'll win your game. And I think probably Ipswich. Who are they playing first, Hull or Cov?
They've got Hull.
Hull.
Yeah, Saturday night.
It's going to be tough. Yeah. It's going to be tough. I will say I think it will definitely be Leicester and Leeds in the top 2 come the last game of the season, I think.
But it could still change, you mean, on that last day, yeah?
On the last day, yeah. But I mean, on the morning of the 4th of May, I think it will be... I think it will, just because of the game in hand, and we can technically afford to lose it.
If you beat Southampton tonight, but confirms playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you not think? I'm not sure I agree, but I'm just putting it out there so we can have a discussion about it. Do you think Russell Martin could rest players going into the playoffs?
No.
I don't think he will either. But
I think it's better for you if Southampton are still within a chance, but they won't be. But I think it would have been better if they were, because I think the pressure will be off them on that last game, and if anything, they'll want to just do you over. I think it's going to be really tough, mate. Like I said earlier before, I'd love to be able to just watch that game and not have to worry about what Leicester are doing, you know, because obviously it'll be on at the same time and all of that. Yeah. I'd love to just watch it as a neutral. But obviously I probably would watch Leicester anyway because we'll be playing for the title. But I just don't want to have to worry about the top two race at that point. You know, if we lose tonight, then obviously chances are we will need to win for that top two spot. But it's gonna be a dodgy one, mate. That game, you know, that was the game where when the fixtures came out at the start of the season in June or July, whenever the fixtures came out, that was the game that everyone looked at and thought, oh yeah, Leeds versus Southampton on the last game of the season. That could be a title. That could be a title match. Obviously, it's not going to be a title match because Southampton can't go up, but it is definitely a promotion match for you guys. And I just think the pressure might be off them. The pressure will be all on you if Ipswich win their two, or even if they win one. The pressure will be on you. Yeah. And yeah, we'll just have to see how you handle it. But I think it will be Leicester and Leeds in the top two on the morning of the 4th.
Yeah.
And then on the evening of the 4th. Well. Yeah. On the evening of the 4th. God knows, mate. God help us. Yeah. God help us.
That's what we're here for, as Evra says. I love this game. Yeah, I think, look, tonight I'll be doing a watch-along. It's going to be exciting. Leicester win. That's promotion confirmed for me, Locks, and you can all breathe a sigh of relief. I tell you who's going to be a massive loss for them, by the way, Stuart Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong went down against Cardiff. I think he's done for the season. Huge player for them. Been key this season. I don't know what his goal contributions are, but he's a massive loss for them.
I think we need to, just kind of reiterate it's Stuart, not Adam, because I saw some people online getting a bit excited thinking it was Adam. But Stuart's still a big miss, obviously. But it's not as big of a miss as Adam would be. So.
No, of course. I'm just trying to have a look at his goal contributions. Let's have a look, see what he's actually done. He's got 12 third behind Shea Adams, so 12 goal contributions, goals and assists for Stuart Armstrong this season. He's definitely been one of their better players and helps them, you know, get up the pitch. So, but it's not Adam, not the top scorer. It's not Shea Adams, who's, you know, been in great form as well this season, but it's still a big loss. But we'll wait and see. Who's going up then, mate, to finish up? Who's going up? I think it's Leicester in first, Leeds United in second. I think the pressure's going to be too much for Ipswich if we win on Friday. It could change, though, if we don't win, of course.
Because I think Leicester will lose tonight, I'm saying Leeds to win the league. Leicester second. Because I think we'll win the last two games. And obviously, if we win the last two games, we guarantee second place. So that is the first time in about 6 weeks that you would have heard me say Leicester to get promoted. But I'm saying it now, second place. But I think Leeds will win the league because I think you'll win your last two. Although if we win can you catch us? Actually, I'm just trying to do the maths here.
Of course we can.
No, I know
you're
that.
Only a point ahead of us.
No, I'm saying if we lose tonight but win the last two, what points does that put us on?
Well, that'd put you 7 above us, and we've got 6. Yeah, no. So, yeah.
Leicester to win the league then, guys. Come on. You must fucking believe it. We'll be there.
We shall see. Don't fall over, bro. Fucking hell. Legs in air like you fucking P-Hub one. Right, folks. Thanks as always for watching Title Talk. We will listen. All this stuff, like he's not he's not, man. He's not.
I just said we're gonna fucking win the league, mate.
Yeah, he's just said we're gonna win the league. There you go. We'll probably do something maybe later in the week if we can fit it in. It's pretty busy, obviously, with Leeds United playing on playing on Friday night, and then there's Ipswich, and yeah, it's going to be quite busy actually. But we'll try and do something. If not, we'll do something on next Monday before Preston take on Leicester. But we will be there tomorrow. I think we should have a presser, folks. I've got tonight. We've got Leicester versus Saints, 7:30. I'll be live. Then straight after that, we've got the final word. So yeah, make sure you keep it locked in at the Just Joe Football Show, and don't forget as well, folks. Please do smash a like and subscribe. Getting so close to 30k. Help make that happen. Locks, anything else you want to leave us with before we finish?
What I will say is, if Leicester win tonight, you all will see me in the chat before I go to sleep. If Leicester lose tonight, you won't see me for a few days. but yeah, we'll see, man. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And yeah, up the fucking Foxes.
Yeah, let's go. Up the Saints, up the Saints. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit, folks. Have a great day. Peace out now. See you tonight.